Hello, everybody. Excuse me, I think we're live. Let's make sure here. I'll give it a moment. Sometimes it resets, so I just want to make sure here before we get into everything. In fact, I think I want to double check something here. I have it set to private. Here we go. Right now, it should be public. So, hello, everybody. Hope you are having a great weekend. Welcome to a special session that I come in on Sunday afternoons. I come in to complete all the free readings from this morning session. Did not get to any of the free readings. I did complete all the donations, but I come back on to just finish out all of the readings. So we will get to those. Um, You'll see there's no chat in here because I'm not taking any new requests. These are just completing all the ones from this morning session. But if you'd like to join me for free readings, I'll be back on. I'm on Friday evenings, Saturday evenings, and then Sunday and Saturday mornings, afternoon. Um, and also on Wednesday nights, if you are one of my YouTube channel members, either at Zen Cricket or Praying Mantis, I have a 2-hour session. And for my Praying Mantis, I also have Thursday for 2 hours, and after my Friday and Saturday night sessions, and after my morning session, I have an hour with all my Praying Mantis. Zen Cricket's $2.99 a month, and Praying Mantis is $7.99 a month. So if you're interested in any of that, there should be a link in the description box of the video. All right. So also something that when you're one of my YouTube channel members, and during the free readings, I do after donations get priority, then my YouTube channel members, whether you donate or not, also get prioritized after that. So I'll start with 3 of my YouTube channel members, and then I'll begin the free readings in order as they appeared. After I'm done with this session, I will put a pinned comment in the description box of the video listing the order in which all the readings were completed so you can locate your reading faster as well. I think that's everything falling off my chair. All right, here we go. I'm going to be using these Arcanus Animal Tarot for the session today. So just in case you're interested in those, you can see what the box looks like and procure them wherever you normally do that. All right. So up first, I've got 3 YouTube channel members. So Olivier Vegara, hello. You are up first, and you wanted a general message for this week. Absolutely. Let's take a look here and see. Now, free readings get like 1 to 2 cards, just for everyone's knowledge. When I get donations during a live, those do get priority, and I dive deeper into those. Also, I do offer personal readings if you guys are interested. All that information's in the description box down below. All right. Well, this week you've got the Empress, which is all about birth and harvest, and you got the Four of Pentacles, which is like a strong foundation in the outside world here. And I like this. Also, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture kind of energy coming in. So it feels like a birthing week. It feels like, there's a sense of fullness and even abundance that comes in with all this. There is an underlying message that talks about, the Four of Pentacles teaches us that, we're taught to look to the outside world for our fullness, our self-worth, right? And when we do that, we feel unstable because the things of the outside world are unstable. We're told like 3 places, right? Uh, Relationships of all kinds, situations, and things. But all of those are unstable. So when we define ourselves by those, we feel unstable, right? Relationships, people change, people walk away, people pass away, right? So relationships aren't forever. they're unstable, right? With humans. Um, situations like jobs, education, social status, career, whatever it might be, always changing, never staying the same, unstable. And then things, our bank accounts, our bodies, our possessions, all of that breaks down, deteriorates, blows up, burns down, stolen, whatever it may be. So a lot of this tells us that eventually we grow tired of the outside world with the Four of Pentacles, just tired of it being unstable, tired of it being disappointing and falling short. Eventually, we turn inward and upward. That's the Empress, right? Too. Self nurturing, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, nurturing of self, turning inward and upward. And then we find what we've been looking for all along, which is the eternal, unconditional love of the high realms. Talk about stable, right? Never ends, eternal, right? That's pretty steady. Unconditional, no conditions that you can lose it. So there is this abundant feeling comes about when we realize the outside world will always fall short because what we're looking for is that love. And when we fill up from the inside out, then the world transforms because instead of us looking for it to fulfill us, we're filling up from the inside. So the world transforms from lack to above and beyond extra and overflowing too. So there's some of that energy comes in with all of this too. In addition to, I feel like there are some things coming in the outside world, but I feel like something sparks this week where you're like some inner reflection of these things that are supposed to make me feel full and stable. It doesn't. When is enough enough, right? So hopefully that helps, Olivier. Just a small little shallow card reading. Wow, that went pretty deep. All right, so that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. And then Sean G, you are up, and you said you were looking for the mushroom coffee in the store, couldn't find it. Yeah, it's I hardly find like one little different off brown there. I usually get it off of Amazon. I know, big corporations, but um, if you can't find it, I might even ask someone in the store. They might put it somewhere unique because it's, is it in the produce section or is it in the coffee, right? Who knows? All right. Let's take a look here. You wanted to know what God needs you to hear about your situation, general reading. All right. Let's take a look here. What does God need you to hear about your situation? All right. All right. Yeah, it can be turned around. You've got the Five of Wands, which is all about transforming lower vibrational fear energy into higher vibrational energy rooted in unconditional love. And the Chariot card, the power of choice. I love that. So, with any situation that's happening, everything in the outside world just happens. It just is. Our energy happens in here, right? My thinking and my stories and my thoughts happen inside of me. My emotions happen inside of me. Like I said, my energy and my actions are triggered and initiated with inside of me, right? Unless I'm hypnotized or someone takes over my body, which I don't know how much that happens in our day to day life, right? No, hardly ever, right? But it tells us that the stuff that happens in the outside world just is, it just happens. It's neutral till it gets in here. Then the story that I put to it is the story that I'm choosing. And the emotion I feel is the emotion I'm choosing, the energy I'm choosing, my actions I'm choosing. I can't choose anyone else's, I can only choose my own. Sometimes it doesn't feel like we're making a choice, like, well, that's stupid, when someone cheats on you, you're supposed to get upset, you're supposed to threaten their life and plot revenge. Well, maybe that's a story, that's something that we've been taught growing up, right? We are given all these opinions on what we're supposed to think, how we're supposed to feel, the energy we're supposed to put forward, the actions I'm supposed to take in the physical world. But that's just an opinion, it's just a suggestion. We took it on as children and we, acted upon them. It was reinforced over and over and over again, or it became our opinion. Then it became our habit to think that way, to feel that way, to act that way or whatever. And then it became our reaction to when that happens, this is what I'm doing, right? But when we're in that, we fear the future a lot because we're at the whim of the outside world. Because depending on what thing happens, it's like a puppet on strings, right? Well, that happens. This is what I have to think. This is how I have to feel. This is how I have to act. But when we really realize and slow down everything, we can see that we are the ones that choose. We have our free will. We have our power of choice. I get to determine the story. And there's going to be a lot of opinion on what I'm supposed to think, but I get to choose it. People, you just got fired. You're supposed to be upset. You're supposed to be mad. You're supposed to, like I said, plot revenge or whatever. Well, maybe, or I can be like, thank you for letting me out of that job because it was toxic. And now I get to move on to the next thing in my adventure. It's a blessing, not a curse. I get to choose, right? I get to choose. Every moment is a choice. All of those choices of the thoughts, the emotions, the energy, and the physical actions. It's either higher vibration, rooted in unconditional love and joy, gratitude, all that, or lower vibration, rooted in fear, right? And neither's wrong, neither's right. There's just different choices that bring us different experiences. And if you want to choose differently, you can. And I feel like that's important to know that you're not at the whim of the situation. You get to choose. And other people's actions outside of your control. Yeah, we can make it harder or easier for people to choose unconditional love or fear. But ultimately, you could give someone the world and they could still choose to be upset and unhappy, right? So we release the world from um, responsibility for my choices because they don't have control over those, but I also release myself from everyone else's choices. So I feel like that's what the creator wants you to know, that you're so powerful. You create your existence, you create your stories, your emotions, your energy, your actions. And you can change it 90 seconds later. Well, I want to choose differently now. And it's quite all right. Right. So that's what they have for you, Sean. So many blessings to you. And then last of the monthly YouTube channel members is HTTPS. So hello, hello. Frog in my throat. All right. So whatever comes out, let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know right now? All right. All right. So you've got the Four of Wands, which is joy, celebration, gatherings. You've got the Empress, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, this nurturing that comes in here. I don't know. Um, I when I saw these come out together, I'm like, marry that girl. So I don't know if you believe in marriage or you're wanting to go that route. Four of Wands is marriage card, joy, celebration. The Empress is that feminine, divine feminine existence that's there, and I just feel that's what came through. So I know you're like, what? But it is marry that girl, marry her. You know, commit. You're already committed, but I just feel like there's this, you know, celebrate it, make it official, proclaim it, kind of energy that's coming in. I never get that, but that came in. As soon as I saw the two cards, that's what I heard coming in there. Very, very short and sweet. So if you were contemplating it or wondering, it just feels like there's this ceremony of some kind with this divine feminine presence in your life. So there you go, HTTPS. Put a ring on it, right? Don't worry, I'm not going to break out in any Beyonce songs. but that's what comes through. Oh my gosh. All right. Not more you can add to that. Short and sweet. All right. So many blessings to you. All right. So now we'll move into the free readings. And these will be Usually one card readings. Sometimes if they want clarity, they'll bring in a second. But let's shuffle these for all the remaining readings here. So just shy of about 30 of them. So hang in there. We'll get through them all. One more time. All right. Yes, I'll take a drink. Maybe that'll help the frog leap away, right? All right. So up first, we've got Kritika Malhotra. Hi, hi, hi. So, do you have a future with Gaurav? All right, we'll take a look here. Well, we got the 10 of Cups. Does feel like there is this emotional connection that comes in. I like the little tails in a heart here. So you do have, and when we're talking about a future, they're not there. This doesn't feel like forever, forever, forever. I feel like you guys will have an emotional connection, a deep friendship, romantic. Of course, this is full and overflowing, but for some reason, I just don't feel like there's this, foreverness to it for the rest of your life, kind of thing. But I feel like you guys will have, um, you know, romance or at least a deep emotional bond and connection in here. I just feel like one of you moves away for job, for work, for school, for something that someone's taken away to a different place, and so it doesn't get that far down the road. Possibly like a graduation, and someone's getting a job, like, "Oh, I'm going to New York," or whatever, and it's like, "Bye," or like, "You're going to New York," or "You're going to somewhere," but it's somewhere where it's like, "Well, I don't want to leave the situation," and it's like, "Well, I need to go there," and it's like, "Okay, well, c'est la vie," whatever will be, right? So that's what's coming in there for you, Kritika. All right. So many blessings to you. And then Starfall, anything for love, life for the rest of September? Well, you got the Knight of Wands. Now, this is not so much love as it is passion, as it is, I usually look at the Knight of Wands as a little baby chihuahua, or not a baby chihuahua, but a little chihuahua dog that just wants to go around humping everyone's legs. They're just got so much energy, so much attraction that it's fast moving, a lot of passion flooding in, a lot of movement of passion that comes in here. But I don't feel like that's love. That's more lust. Lust life, not love life. That would be cups. That would be those types of things. So I feel like what's coming in is, more so someone who's interested in intimacy, but not commitment, not emotional, connection, that type of thing that comes in here. So they're just giving you a warning on that there could be someone that's, a bit of a player, a bit of, someone that knows silver tongue devil, knows what to say. Oh yeah, I'm looking for a relationship. Really? Right. So then you don't mind waiting and dating and stuff like that. Oh, come on. It's like, aha, busted, right? So you'll be able to know, especially now that you know to be looking out for it and be aware of it. But I feel like that's the one thing that they want you to know right now. All right. So that's what they have for you, Starfall. So many blessings to you. And then Nisha, you want to win. When will you meet the one? You're getting tired. Oh no. Well, you have the 5 of Pentacles, and so what is going to be needed for this is, um, what's keeping things away from you is your inner child. And what I'm going to do here, I'm going to grab this. There's an episode that I had of a podcast, my Take 10 with Zen, which episode 5 talks about the 6 of Pentacles. And what I'm going to do, Nisha, is I'm going to put it down in the description box of the video. No, not the description box, in the comments of the video where it lists the order in which all the readings are completed. I'll put the link to that next to your name So you can find that, and you can look at that, because what's happening with the Five of Pentacles, there's this, there's these, even though you're like, I want love and I deserve love and everything up here in your consciousness, subconsciously, your inner child's going, no, we don't. They've got this way out of balance, giving and receiving, where they feel you have to give so much to deserve so little, and they keep track of it. And they're like, they have these force fields up, keeping love away. And so it's our energy, our inner child, who's in charge of that force field, going, no, you don't deserve it. And once we reach 1,000 coins, it temporarily drops, and then you restart back at one. Force fields go back up. So if you've had bits and pieces here where you did have abundance or love or something come in, after a while it gets repelled out because they're like, no, we don't deserve it anymore. And so it's an important piece, because that, as long as that's happening there, then that's what's keeping that away. And that video talks about a tool and how you can bring it back to one, goes more deeper into that, so that you can so love can make it to you, right? So I feel like that's what's important, because you have ranges, and the more that it's running at that lower vibration, it keeps it away and it keeps it slow. But part of raising your love vibration is what happens to help speed things up too, right? So in fact, I'm also going to put there's a second one right before it, episode 4. I'm just going to grab that too, and I'll put that. It's about energy focus, because whatever we focus on grows and expands. And so if we're looking at the sorry, just let me put these in here. The wantingness, that can also push it away. So just be aware of those, and check out those 2 videos that'll help guide it there. But our energy, attracts things. And if I want love, then my energy says I like wanting but not getting. But if I have gratitude, and that video talks about gratitude and how that changes the energy, that helps. And then also looking at the subconscious thing that's going on that we're not even aware of, this tendency to require overgiving to deserve so little. So you might even recognize in your own life that you've been having to overgive in school and friends and family and work and everything else, where you feel like you have to do so much to deserve so little. And no, 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 people can't give to me. I have to give to everyone else, because of that rate of exchange that's below the surface. So hopefully that helps and shines a little bit of light on that. So that's what they have for you, Nisha. Many blessings to you. And then Patricia, hello, hello. So it says here, did your ex brother-in-law D visit stay at your sister's over a long Labor Day weekend you live with her? Okay, let's take a look here and see. We got the Queen of Pentacles, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. It doesn't feel like it here, because this would be someone taking care of themselves, nurturing themselves to themselves. So I feel like your sister, they didn't have someone stay over there. I feel like they were watching out for themselves, and doing what was best for them, not um, having someone be there. So I don't feel like they did. Right. So that's what they have for you, Patricia. And then Hot Sun, you are up next. Hello. So what are Matt's energies towards you and the bottom of the deck? Well, you got the Two of Swords. So they kind of are standing at a crossroads there, trying to decide what they want to do, battling between the head and the heart, indecisive, not knowing what's going on. Bottom of the deck, they have the Page of Wands, which, that's an energy of wanting to make a decision, wanting to put, it's almost like they have to have fire put under their butt to make a decision, because I feel like they overthink things. And the heart is like, I want this. And the mind is like, wait, we haven't done the cost benefit analysis. I need my spreadsheet. I just feel like there's all this that's going on in their head, and it's kind of keeping their heart back. And again, indecisiveness just comes in. But I don't feel like it takes like a deadline. It takes like, I don't want to say an ultimatum, but it just is like, takes someone like work. It's like they procrastinate and they overdo and overthink, and then they rush to get something done and make a decision. Right. That's the kind of energy I'm feeling like they kind of just do in general, but they have that towards you too. But there's definitely love energy there because their heart, it's attracted to, it wants to, you know, interact emotionally, but the mind's like, no, we got to analyze, we got to figure things out first. So that's the kind of what I'm coming up with that right now for you. Right, hot sun, that's what they have. So many blessings to you. And then Maria P, hello, thank you for your donation earlier. You want to know, what does spirit want you to know about you and Walter's connection? All right. No, we got the Six of Pentacles. There is that, equalness of give and receive between the two of you here. And I like that there's, you know, being aware not to become codependent. And I feel like you both tend to be the enabler in codependent relationships, where you both like to give, 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 and you enjoy giving, but you don't really allow the other person to give to you a whole bunch. And that goes back, I just posted the Six of Pentacles, a couple. If you're looking down in the comment, the pinned comment, you'll see a Six of Pentacles link under Nisha's name. Um, and check that out if we haven't. I think we've talked about it before, but it's just an important thing to be aware of, because when we have these subconscious beliefs that I have to give so much to deserve so little, that keeps force fields and keeps us apart from things. And I feel like you both kind of have this tendency to overgive and feel like you have to sacrifice a lot for others. But that's what's great about you too, is you're both enablers. But I was such a strong enabler in codependent relationships. I would get in relationships with other enablers and flip them to be the codependent one. So I don't want that battle to ensue between the two of you. But that's good information just to be aware of, because I feel like you guys are kind of know that about yourselves, but I just feel like it's a good reminder and a refresher to go, yeah, let me just try to balance this ratio of giving and receiving, have it more balanced below the surface. Okay. So that's what they have for that one, Maria. So many blessings. And then just blessings. You are up a general. What changes are coming in? All right. Wow. You have the chariot card coming in, which is the power of choice, the power of emotional choice, and emotional, mental, energetic, and physical choice. You know, it's a very powerful card because it tells us that regardless of what is changing, regardless of what is coming, I get to decide the story about what that means. I get to choose the emotion I want to feel as I go through that change. I get to focus on the energy that draws the change to me. And I'm the one that chooses the physical actions in response to those changes. So when we are afraid of change, and usually our little inner child, that's the one that doesn't like change. It likes consistency. It feels safe and in control when everything is staying the same. When change comes, rah, rah, little alarms go off. It does kind of throw our intelligent, loving, compassionate side out. And a little hissing shogun cat uh, with my little 2-year-old take charge, and they go into fight or flight mode, right? And they'll hiss and attack or hiss and run away or both. And it's just realizing, I feel like the big message here, just a general reading about what changes are coming, is that to understand how change impacts you, and that you have the power over how you're going to handle that change, right? So I like that energy that comes in here regarding that, because it lets you know that when you start to feel the that's your little inner child wanting to feel safe and in control, and you as the adult side of you can pick up your inner child and go, it's okay, I got you, we're safe, everything's going to be okay, see, this is how it's going to go, and this is the choices we have, we're in power. And then it allows the inner child to go, well, change isn't as scary as I thought it would be. And then you become more comfortable with change over time. And I feel like that's what's important here is not so much the what, but how you're going to deal with the change and how you get to decide. Again, the story, the emotion, the energy you put forward, because whatever you focus on is what you draw to you, right? Whatever emotion and energy that is the crux of it is what draws the thing into us. Is it lower vibration, rooted in fear, or higher vibration, rooted in gratitude and unconditional love and joy? And that. So I feel like that's an important thing for you to be aware of with all that. They are like not the what, but how to deal with change because it solves everything. When we have these thoughts and beliefs, these choices of when that happens, this is how I'm supposed to think, supposed to feel, supposed to react, supposed to do, then we are like little puppets on a string at the whim of whatever happens in the outside world. That's why we fear change. We fear what comes next because I'm a puppet with strings. If that happens, I do this. If that happens, I do this. If that happens, I do this. Whatever. We're taught these are, growing up, how we're supposed to react to whatever. But there's freedom that comes with this. So power of choice. I like that for you. All right. So that's what's coming in for you. Just blessings. So many blessings to you. And then up next, Samya Rao. Hello, hello. So any career beginning for you this month? How will it be? All right. Well, you had the Page of Pentacles. Yeah. New opportunity opening up in the outside world. We like that. That does feel like there is a new career beginning. And how will it be? You have abundance here. And I like this that you see your worth in relationship to the outside world in a different way. Feels abundant. It feels full for you. And so I feel like it's bringing you more than just the coin, but it's bringing you the sense of fulfillment of life, like you're doing something that matters to you and that you feel like you're helping others through this too. So I like it for you. Feels very positive, and that's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you, Samya. Right, and then Day Sturgis, you are up. You want to know what is your dream telling you? I know. Have you been dreaming crazy dreams? I've been having some weird dreams. We have, you know, a lunar eclipse in Pisces coming up in about 9 or 10 days. That's been impacting us for, it's 4 to 6 weeks ahead. So for the last 3 weeks or so, a lot of different dreams. But this one, you have the full card coming in, which it's your dreams are bringing in kind of this premonition of sort, but also preparing you for significant endings and significant new beginnings, ending of old cycles, beginning of new adventures. And it's positive, it's something that has a lot of possibilities. There's a lot of freedom that comes in. So you might be feeling like these dreams that are coming up that you're dreaming while you're asleep, and even your daydreaming is about this moving forward into something that's more in alignment with your soul. The full card I also look at as the soul before it leaps off and comes down to this planet. So I feel like you're taking some steps and you're altering course to kind of align with things that are more in alignment with your high heart. And it's that time that you've wanted. It's kind of almost like a faded time where you've wanted stuff to kind of shimmy and shake and alter so that it's like the altering of the course. Like if you're ever flying an airplane and suddenly everyone's going, whoa, because it's going and it's changing its course. It's reached its point here. Now it needs to go off this way, right? This is where I feel like you're going off, and your dreams are preparing you for that, right? So that's what they have for you, Day Sturgis. So many blessings to you. And then Amber, hello, hello. You want a general read? Absolutely. Let's take a look here. You got the Page of Swords coming in. Page of Swords, this is new communication that's coming forward with you, that's bringing a lot of clarity for your path. And I don't feel, is it relationship? I don't feel like it's so much relationship oriented. Feels more like education, education slash job slash training slash career kind of field. It's that area of your life is where it's pointing to. Like you're gaining clarity around next steps, clarity around what you want to do next, clarity about new positions opening up or new job possibilities or a new idea, new like light bulb going off, going, you know what I'd love to do? I would like to become a lawyer. Just if that's not it. I just that's what came to my head. It's like, what? And it's like, all right, I'm gonna go to school, I'm gonna get my degree, I'm gonna get into law school. This is what I want to do. I like to argue. So let's go. I'm gonna put my talents to good use. But I feel it's that kind of like aha and inspiration of going, I feel like something's been happening or is happening that just triggers you to go, you know what? I would so love to do that every day of my life, and I feel like you're altering of course, you might even be considering going back to school or getting additional education, but it's that kind of energy I feel coming in here for you. So have fun, Amber. That's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. And then Minahil, you are up. So what can you expect in the month of September? Boom. Someone had to get it. You can handle it. It's the tower. And the tower always has this energy of whatever happens in our life is always for us, right? When someone or something or a situation is removed out of our life, it's to create the space for something that's more in alignment with our heart and our soul, and it clears the pathway so we can move forward toward it. So you do have a significant change of some kind where, someone or something is being moved out of your life, but try to remember. I know it's hard when the lightning is striking the tower and it's burning down, going, not my old condemned tower that no one can live in. And it's got rats and, leaky pipes and the gas is leaking and the ceiling's caving in and blah, blah, blah. There's so much wrong with it that it's, condemned. You can't live in it. But when it's burning down, it's the only shack, little condemned tower you have. But then once it's burned down, the insurance man comes and says, "Look, you had great insurance. We're going to replace. That was just what was left of a castle, but now that it's all gone, we're going to replace the entire castle. You're going to have four towers, these walls, the castle inside has this, has that. It's upgraded. It's brand new." And you're like, "Wow, if had I remembered that as the tower's burning down, I'd be okay because you know what's coming next." Something in alignment with your higher self. So I feel like that's what you need to know about September. Yay. All right. So many blessings to you. And then Dajanique, formerly known as Lucky Star. Hey, good to see you. Switch names. All right. So you see, your question is who is sending you telepathic messages? And if possible, their sun sign. All right. Yeah, let's take a look here. See what we have. So you do have the 5 of cups. I feel like this is someone from your past that, you know, there was some, I don't want to say bad blood. The song, oops, sorry, um, Taylor Swift's Bad Blood song started playing in my head, but it's like, because it's probably because they're red cups, it looks like bad blood, that there was some, interactions with someone that created some significant, lower vibrational emotions between the two of you, more so on their side. And they've realized, I feel like this person has realized that that was theirs to own, even though they put it on you. You were just being a mirror. And now they've had some ahas, some inspiration, some clarification, some transformation of those emotions. And I feel like they're reaching out to you with that. I do feel water sign energy coming in, and more so Pisces if that resonates, but it could be, you know, Cancer or Scorpio. I just feel it's someone that's very swimming very deep in their emotions, and that usually for me uh, feels like a Pisces energy because they are so deep, so deep into that whole subconscious area, and um, and I feel like, and that's who's sending out this telepathic messages, these psychic and it's the 6 of Cups comes after the 5 of Cups. Woo, news, right? Brand new news. But 6 of Cups is past life connections, which they're bringing back to me too, which I feel like they realize that some of what they were picking up was from their subconscious from past life. So that makes sense that it feels like Piscean type energy. But it can be, like I said, or someone that has a water moon. Um, or it could be one of the other water signs, but and it can be someone with a lot of water in their chart too. Like I have even though I'm an Aquarius sun, I have a stellium in Pisces. I have a water, grand trine, and mini trine and kite in my chart, which is a lot of water. Um, so I can feel like a water sign. I can feel like a Pisces. Water's like a whole world of Pisces. That's why I'm kind of feeling like that kind of coming in with all this too. Um, but that's the way I feel like it is. Hopefully that kind of helps you zero in there. And good to see you. Hopefully we see you some more. So many blessings to you. And then Dandara, hello, hello. I am well. I hope you're well. You want to know if Sandra Romero will help you talk to Evandro. All right, let's take a look here. Yeah, we got emotional stability here, 4 of Cups coming in here. So it's very supportive if you think of a 4 of like 4 big legs on a kitchen table. It's a solid foundation, stability and support. And with cups being emotions, I feel like they'll be your emotional support animal. That's funny. So I feel like they will help you, if not like actually talk to them, but help prepare you. But I feel like they will assist you and support you with where you need on that. So I like that. They'll be your emotional support dog. Yay. All right. So many blessings to you. Let me just bring some more of these over here. That was the big screenshot. So let me just move these over here. And thank you for your patience in getting to all your readings. I'm so grateful. All right. So Ateshi Singh, you are up next. So what were DK's feelings for you in high school? HS? Well, they had the 3 of Cups. So, they're I feel like you were one of a couple that they were interested in, because the 3 of Cups is joy, celebration, but it's third party kind of scenario. One part is community and feeling like part of a tribe, but there's also like there's you know two different people that they had their eye on, and I feel like they did have that cups being emotions, they did have that emotional connection and draw to you, but it wasn't just you. But high school, hormones are running all over the place, so it's expected. But that they had their eye like, "Ooh, you were in the mix." So, that's what's coming through there. So hopefully that makes sense. Right, Ateshi? That's all that is coming through right now for you. So many blessings. And then Ashvin Ray, hello. Any good news coming towards you? Yeah, the 2 of Wands, all sorts of good news with the 2 of Wands, but it all depends on you, which is great. That's where we want the power, right? 2 of Wands is every moment is we're attracting something to us. We're either attracting what you would call bad news, which is lower vibrational energies that are focused on fear, or higher vibration focused on gratitude and unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace. So, whatever you're focusing on is what you're drawing towards you. And if you don't like what you're drawing towards you, the great news is that you're the one that's drawing it to you. You get to change it, right? So, if I'm focusing on what I hate, I'm telling the universe through my energy, I enjoy hating. Can you bring me more things to hate? And bring me more of what I hate already, right? Or if I fear something will leave my life or not leave my life, if I fear something will come into my life or not come into my life, I am pushing things away or drawing it towards me. Whatever, I'm fearing is what I'm drawing toward me, right? Also, if we are focusing on what do we feel like we're missing or wanting, that energy pushes things away from us because we're telling the universe, I enjoy missing things. Can you help me miss more and miss the things I'm missing even more? Wanting, I really enjoy wanting, but not having. That's what wanting is I enjoy wanting. Or I healing. I want to heal. It's like, well, in order to heal all the time, you need something to happen to constantly heal. So it's being aware of the energy of the focus, right? Because when we switch it to gratitude, thankful for the things we do have in our life and for the things that were similar in the past, that draws in that kind of vibration, right? So I like this, you know, good news is all around us. It's available in every situation, but we're the ones that draw in the energy and we tell the universe what kind of news we want by what we focus on. If I'm focusing on fearing bad news, guess what? Here comes bad news. If I'm grateful for all this good news I've had in the past, and thankful to the creator that good news is coming and I can feel it and see it, then we draw it to us, right? So powerful energy, powerful information there, right? So that's what they have for you. Many blessings. And then great courts, almighty great courts, you are up next. So anything specific coming in for you besides the love boat? Okay, let's take a look here. Well, you have the Hierophant. The Hierophant has a variety of different messages. One of the big things is contracts, commitments that are coming in. Um, and that would, say that marriage is coming your way. This romance, this togetherness, that's coming, it is going to lead to marriage. And I like that for you. A big piece of what is happening, the Hierophant also represents your higher self calling you to see the capital T truth of who you really are and what you really want. And in regards to marriage, in regards to commitment and relationships, even, you're realizing the things that are old thoughts and beliefs, anything you have fears around, anything you feel you need to fix, control, fear, expectations. It's letting those go so that you can have a marriage of gratitude, being grateful for who someone is and what they are bringing, instead of focusing in on relationships and marriages of what someone's not doing that they're supposed to. That's that expectations. And so I like this, that they want you to know that marriage is coming your way. This is going to be the relationship. But an important piece while you're waiting for it is to kind of scoop those things away. And I feel like they want to take the time just to show that, when you meet somebody and you have zero expectations, right? When you meet somebody and they're giving you this, you're like, wow, look at all that abundance, right? We have so much to be grateful for if we keep expectations at zero. But we start to date someone and hang around with them, and then we start dating exclusively, and then we get engaged, and then we get married, and suddenly, all these expectations were changing that we're taught we're supposed this person's supposed to do all that. They were becoming less and less amazing in our minds, but they were staying the same. Suddenly, we're like, why are they falling short? Why did they change? Well, they didn't. We did. Our expectations changed, and that's what we're taught in society, that, well, when you're going steady, they're supposed to do this and this and this: open your door, give you flowers, chocolates, take you on dates, tell they love you. What are all the stuff that we're taught in movies and everything else, right? And then when you get engaged, it's supposed to be like, whoa. And then they get married and they're supposed to worship you like a queen or a king. And it's like, if we get rid of all that and we focus on what we're grateful for, instead of having a relationship of lack and falling short where it just sucks the life out of a relationship or marriage or whatever, instead we're focusing on everything we're grateful for, and we're vocal, we're specific, we're true and sincere in what we're sharing the gratitude about someone. Who doesn't want to be in that kind of relationship where we're both doing that? Instead of going, you didn't do this, you're not doing that, right? We're like, who wants that, right? So anyway, so that's what's coming in for you, almighty great courts. All right. And then up next, we've got BB. So you want to know, how will David respond if you reach out to him apologizing and asking to do a coffee chat to be on good terms? All right. Well, we got temperance, patience. I feel like you might give it some more time right now just to let things simmer down a bit more. Be a little more patient, but I feel like it's going to take a while for things to be on good terms. Um, I feel like they might kind of with all this energy I'm feeling, be like, "That's okay, it's not necessary. I accept your apology." And you're like, "Oh, that doesn't sound like it." Doesn't feel like you have, but all you can do is do your best. You don't have to define yourself by their actions or reactions or whatever. You're learning, you're growing. Whatever you feel you did, that's your growth, right? And if you all you can do is ask them to forgive you, apologize, whatever. And if they're like, or even if they go, screw you, hell no. Or if they're like, yes, I forgive you, and you don't feel like you don't feel that validation, that's okay. You don't need that. There was this great, um, sorry, I'm falling off my chair. There we go. There's this how did it go? It was a meme on Instagram or something. I just love there's some great nuggets out there. But it said when we ask someone for forgiveness, if we don't get that, you know, what we're looking for from someone when we're asking for forgiveness is their validation, right? And when we realize that what caused the situation in the first place is that we were looking for validation from them to start with, and we're still seeking forgiveness from them to still validate us. And when we're aware of that, it changes kind of the intent and the energy of the apology, right? To where, when we go and I'm like, I'm not apologizing to them to get forgiveness and to get them to accept it. I'm doing that for me. I'm doing that to validate myself, to go, you know what? I would feel better about me if I apologize. And whether they accept it or not doesn't mean anything. Um, because we sometimes people are passed away, right? And we're like, oh, but they always forgive us when we ask them on the other side. They're like, "Pfft, I have no, I have no of that. They don't have any of that, you know, um, not revenge, but oh, what is the word I'm looking for? It's not resentment. They don't have that resentment on the other side. Thank you. Um, so hopefully that helps, BB. I feel like that it'll take them a little bit of time. I don't feel like they're gonna receive it, the way you'd want it to, and that's okay. I feel like it's an important thing to discover that I don't need their validation of accepting my apology, but I can apologize to them. I'd like to, do this, and, I'd like to try to, just I don't wanna leave things the way they are, and I wonder if there's a good, I don't know. Yeah, there's some good I think there was some good stuff out of there on in Instagram that was about, how we can, um, reach out to people trying to make things better, but, I feel like they're like, "No, no, you don't have to worry about all that. Just, speak from your heart and just, you can reach out to them, and I'd like to apologize to you, you'd be interested in having coffee and just talk through this." And if they're like, "Oh, I don't wanna regurgitate it, I don't wanna bring it back up and whatever," that's okay. We're wanting to talk things out so that we feel better, and we want the validation from them, and we don't need it. I can validate my self-worth. I don't need them to do it. You know what I'm saying? So, hopefully that helps, BB. But that's what's coming in for you. All right. And then we have Chelsea Daly. You're up. So, is your physical health protected by spirit? Yeah, you got the sun card. You got this bright light shining on every area of your life. So, you do have protection. You do have, this bright, support surrounding you. But, but that doesn't mean that you don't have your power of choice and your free will. either. you know, it's like they got we've got security up and everything. They're showing me like a movie how it's the in the witness protection program, and they're like, whatever you do, just don't leave the house for this week, until we get you moved to this other location. And they're like, I just can't take it. I'm going outside, and that's when all hell breaks loose, right? They're like, all you had to do was stay in the house, right? And so they're like, just stay in the protection and be aware of your actions, and then you're good. Your energy, we talk about, whatever we focus on grows and expands. And so if I focus on fear, I'm drawing. It's like opening a window and whistling at, the criminals that are coming to get you. You're attracting the attention to yourself by your energy. And if I focus on gratitude, spirit, that I have divine guidance and divine protection, and I'm safe, and gratitude that I'm safe and have safety. Um, but if I'm like, protect me from these evil things, protect me from, these things I fear, our energy is drawing them to us, going, hey, come over here. Right. So being aware of our energy is an important piece, but you are definitely have all this protection. They're just like, work with us. You know, we can only do so much. Your energy is so powerful. Um, so hopefully that makes sense. Right. So that's what they have for you, Chelsea. So many blessings to you. And then, love, you are up. Should you listen to your intuition on this certain topic and person, or is T more accurate about what she said? Having some self doubt. All right, let's take a look here. You got the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is, this past life energy, and it's youthful energy that comes in. Sorry, I smelled something burning, and it's that candle went out. I'm like, I'm on fire. But I do feel like, this is about trusting your gut, trusting your intuition. Um, you know, I just feel like there's some static when it comes to tea in what she's picking up for you. That there's, I don't know if your situation reminds them of a past, like their past energies are coming up. And so it's just creating, it's the same thing like when they're showing me, like when a counselor is listening to someone share something that they also went through as a child, they start activating, start triggering, and that creates some noise that makes it hard for, people to stay on with clarity and provide things right. So I feel like, trust your gut, trust your instincts. I'm just going to pull another card from another deck here. I just feel like they want to give you some of this clarity here. Yeah, I mean, you got the Full card, which is about seeing things from a different perspective, seeing things without a lot of, expectations and fears and things coming in. Um, and you had the Seven of Pentacles too that showed up, which is about patience, and that things have been happening for a while. But this Full card is like, it's a time for looking at things differently, changing course, changing focus too. So, um, hopefully that helps. But I feel like they're saying trust your gut. Some of what T has is true, and I feel like that'll resonate for you. But there's other things, that there's some static in some of what she's talking about, or she. I see you said she said, but trust your intuition, trust your gut, trust your drawing, but make sure it's your gut, and it's not your mind, it's not your fears that are going, no, 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 not your little inner child and ego trying to, resist the messages that are coming through too. So hopefully that helps, love. All right, I think you get it. All right. So many blessings to you. Let me move over some more of these. And thank you guys for your patience again as we're making our way down the list here. Let's see. Do I have all of them? Almost. I think I'm going to be able to put them all up here. All right. So we got one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Got about 9 or 10 more to go. So hang in there. We're getting there. All right. New love is up next. So that was for love. This is for new love. And you want to know, why does B, your relative, dislike you? He is mean and favors others in front of you. Yeah, Queen of Cups. So, you know, the Queen of Cups is, there's a lot of emotion, a lot of stuff below the surface here, right? And the Queen of Cups, it tells me, one, that you have a huge heart. You're very sensitive to other people's emotions, and so you feel a lot deeper than people realize. They think that they've got these, you know, um, walls up, and it's like, but you're listening in. You realize I can hear you, right? They're like, what? But you're feeling their emotions, and you're feeling a lot of stuff. And so what you're picking up a lot, it's like, on one side, it's like, people, we're all mirrors for one another, right? First of all. And if someone dislikes me, it's because they're seeing something within me that they're recognizing within themselves that they don't like. It's not that they dislike me, they dislike what's being triggered within them, right? And so and if you understand that emotions, there's no new emotions that we feel. What we feel as adults are what we felt as our emotional inner child from when we were 7 years old and younger. They're just echoed out and triggered by similar events that bring those emotions up. And so you don't even know, you are unknowingly being a trigger point for them, not to them, for them, so that these things come up and they deal with it, right? So it's not that people dislike us, it's they dislike what they're seeing in the mirror, because we're all mirrors for one another, right? And um and they're not intentionally trying to unfavor you. It has something to do with what these other people represent to them in their life, right? So maybe someone reminds them of their mother, someone reminds them of their father, someone who was important, and they're looking for validation from those persons to make them lovable and acceptable, and all of that. But there's this, that's it's unhealthy for us. It's part of our humanity, because we're looking to try to define ourselves by other people's actions or non-actions or words or silence. It has nothing to do with us, because again, we don't see the world as it is. We're seeing the world as we are through these lenses, and we don't even know what's going on, right? We're all just looking in mirrors. And so if we can kind of step back and not take it personally what other people are doing, realizing every moment is either of unconditional love or a cry for love, then we can go, oh, they're crying out for love. This isn't about me. This is them crying out for love. Then we can see the world a little differently. On the flip side, though, when you are looking at others and going, why do people dislike me? Why are other people being favored over me? That's our mirror, right? And there's some great awareness that can come in. We can ask ourselves, doesn't have to be the same situations, but we can ask ourselves, how am I disliking myself? Deep, right? Because those mirrors are for me, just like I'm a mirror for them. They're a mirror for me. So it's like, how am I disliking myself, and why is because it's bothering me? Because otherwise it wouldn't bother me unless I have that for myself on the inside. And also the other one, how am I favoring others over myself? How am I not putting me first? giving myself the love and attention and giving? Why am I sacrificing myself, giving everyone else first before I receive, right? So there's some great awareness that comes from it. And it is happening. They are being mirrors for us to show us these things so that we can face those, and then they're gone, right? So, an example, like if someone walked up to me on the street and said, I think you're an alien from another planet. And I'd be like, well, not in this lifetime, but that's funny. Good for you. I don't believe it. It doesn't impact me. It has no grounds, right? Because it's not in here. Yeah, maybe in other lifetimes I was, star seed and different planets and everything. Sure, I'm totally on board with that. But if someone walked up to me and said, I don't think you're lovable, if I have that existing, which most humans do have that inside, we probably all just gasped, right? How dare you? But because I believe it in here, then it impacts me. So that's a great mirror for me to look at that and go, how true is that? And once I've transformed that and know that I'm 100% eternally and unconditionally loved and lovable, someone can come up to me and go, I don't think you're lovable. And I'm like, oh, that's a cry for them. They are looking in a mirror, and so they feel like they're unlovable. And then I can be a source of love instead of a source of defensiveness, right? So some good stuff. I know that went very deep, new love, but that's what's coming in. Hopefully that helps. So many blessings to you. And then Turtle Love, you are up. Hello, long time no see. Welcome, welcome. And I was out sick for a little bit, the plague, but I'm back now. So good to see you. I'm doing much better. So you want a reading on Jay and you. Is there any interaction reconciliation in the future? Well, we got the card of possibilities with the magician card, so it's possible. It's possible, wherever you focus your magic wand is what grows and expands. And so you can focus on gratitude. Um, if you're wanting, needing, that kind of energy that pushes it further away. But if you can change the energy that you're feeling towards it, raise it to a higher vibration, that can draw opportunities for you to, interact and even reconcile. But it takes two for that, but you can at least bring in the opportunity on your side by what am I grateful for them, and focusing on what you're grateful for in your life, and joy and laughter and unconditional love, and doing that can spark it to come together. um and so there is the possibility for that happening. I just want to pull additional card here. Is it for your highest experience? Well, they're saying with the Queen of Pentacles, it's more about now about Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, and nurturing yourself, focusing on reconciling with yourself, interacting with self, your self love, your self worth, and raising your own love vibration. And I thought that when I saw that, I had this feeling like once you are really working on you and you're raising your love vibration, it changes us. Sometimes things that we want, sorry to me, my microphone, the things that we are thinking we're wanting at a lower vibration, when we raise our vibration, we're like, I don't want that anymore. We may not even want reconciliation or interactions. We're like, I don't need it anymore. I thought I did, but I've been cured, in a way. But hopefully that helps tortoise love. That's what they have for you right now. All right. So many blessings to you. And let me move these closer. I'm starting to squint because they're far away on the other side of the screen here. So sorry. Give me 1 second here. Matisha Hardy, you are up next. You want to know, will you receive some money this week? All right. We will check on that here in a sec. Let me just got one more to bring over. There we go. So let's take a look here. You have the Five of Swords coming in here, which is a battle between your head and your heart. There's some conflict here with the Five of Swords that has to be worked out first. Swords are our thoughts, our beliefs, our mindsets. So, when we're looking into what keeps things away from us and what draws things to you, part of all of that is our mindset, right? Our belief system. Do I have beliefs in lack? Do I have, do I feel I'm worthy of it? What obstacles, what fears are, you know, um, impacting that here? Something that you might look at, I'm kind of just picking up this energy. Earlier, I had posted in the comments in the list of the names. If you see Nisha, there's episode 4, episode 5, energy, focus, and 6 of pentacles. Those two have these tools that help us change our mindset, change the energy that we have, changing some subconscious things. And I feel like that spirit's nudging me to bring those to you so that you can look at those, because I feel like there's some transformation that can happen to drop these force fields that are keeping things from coming to you, and a little adjustment on the wands energy, the manifestation and drawing energy of what we're focusing on and what we're drawing to us. So I feel like there's possibilities that it can, but that kind of needs to be looked at first. So you can change that and alter it, which will allow different things to come in for you. So hopefully that helps. Just check the here after I'm done in with the last reading. I'll post a list of the order in which all the readings were completed, and then next to that person's name, you'll see 2 links to 2 different short videos, right? Right, so that's what they have for you, Matisha. So many blessings. And then Triple Gemini, you want to know, is there a future for you and the Leo? Well, there's a lot of opportunities and possibilities with the Ace of Wands for it here. I don't feel like it's faded. Let me just get a confirmation here through another deck. Because I don't feel like there's like this faded relationship between the two of you. Yeah, it's part of your quest for love, the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups, combined with the Ace of Wands here, it just it shows me like there's stepping stone. We have like um I don't feel like it's twin flame. Twin flame is a very intense special agent type of relationship. We don't have a ton of those. But we have soulmates, which is friends, family, romance too. But we have romantically some stepping stones that get us to a soul partner who we're with the rest of our life. I feel like this Leo is more a stepping stone, not the soul partner that comes in with that. So there is a slight future, but it's not a forever future, if that makes sense. All right. So that is what they have for you, Triple Gemini. So many blessings to you. And then Melissa Hudzik, hello, hello. Happy Sunday to you. Any short general message for you? Yes. New opportunities coming in. All right. It was funny when I read that when I was preparing them all and cut and pasting them all. I was going to find a short joke for you. Any short general message? But I gave a corgi anyway, which is a short little dog. But a bunch. But you do. But a short message. We'll make it not so short. There's this great opportunity that's coming up here for you, and it is coming forward in your life because of the alteration of how you've been looking at your worth in relationship to the outside world differently. And I like this message that they're saying, because you've done the work and you've raised that level of self worth, self love, self confidence, there's a new opportunity that wouldn't have been available before had you not done this. So if you'd have been staying where you were, you wouldn't even recognize this opportunity. But there is this new opportunity that's rising because of all that. So it's kind of like a fist bump, high five for you. And that's what they have, Melissa. So congratulations. And then Kelsey Wells, you're up. Will you secure an interview at the big company KH for their management training program? All right. You have the King of Wands, entrepreneur, manager, energy. I feel like this is a yes with all of that because you have the power, the energy, the ability to decide, put things together, move forward toward it. So I do feel like, with this management That's what the King of Wands is. It's entrepreneur management energy that that this is you getting that. And if not that, I feel like you'll be able to move into some sort of management position somewhere. Unless you're interested in becoming an entrepreneur, there's also that energy here. But I feel like this is a yes for your specific question that you put too. All right, so that's what they have for you. So congratulations, many blessings to you. And then Mary Hopkins, you are up. You want to ask what you need to be doing more of for the greater good or general. Let's take a look. Yeah, you got the judgment card here, which is your higher self calling you to your higher dharma, your life purpose, your the thing that you want to do that makes you um you know how you uniquely want to share this unconditional love in your heart with the world in your own special unique way though. And for the greater good, it's about you being you, about you expressing this love in your heart. It's not about checking off anything, doing anything that you're supposed to do. This is about you being you. And in doing that, that's you fulfilling your purpose. And so, whatever you feel makes your heart sing, makes your heart dance, that is what is coming in. And if you don't know, like, well, I don't have any idea, that's all about the journey. It's a scavenger hunt anyway. There's no wrong way, and where we get caught up is trying to find the way that, well, this what is it that you want me to do, creator? Think of it like a grandparent taking a grandchild to a park to play. And we get there, right? And the little grandchild goes, well, what am I supposed to go on first? The swings, the slide, the merry-go-round, the seesaw, the little boom, 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 little thing you get on with the giant spring? Or what am I supposed to go on first? Supposed to, right? And, you know, parents like, go play. You came down here to play and explore. Go chat, go have fun, go live, experience this playground. Oh no, what do I need to go on first? I know there's something I'm supposed to do. No, you're here to experience, go have fun, enjoy. And but the little kid gets so caught up in, no, you got to tell me what I need to go first. I don't want to play wrong. What? There's no wrong. It's like, how do you want to go play? How do you want to express yourself? There's no wrong. Spirit's all on board. Let's go do that. Yeah. You want swings? I'll come push you. You want the slide? I'll wait at the bottom for you. Or I'll be on the back while you're climbing up so you don't fall down, and then I'll be at the bottom to catch you. It's this wonderful, journey of discovering how you get out of our head that like this human side of us has been given so much of our life of the supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts. That's why we have this, oh my gosh, but creators like, no, that's a human thing. That's not a me thing. Um, but if you're wanting some inspiration and trying to find some like, well, what are the possibilities out there? There's a great book by Sahara Rose called Discovering My Dharma. She's got a website, I am sahararose.com. And she's got some little quizzes and stuff on there that give you some information on how you want to express yourself. Like, is it as a teacher? Is it as a presenter? Is it as they kind of, there's like 7 or 8 different ones, and they give you some free information. And then if you're inspired, you can get the book. I'm not affiliated at all. It was a good book when I read it. Um, but so hopefully that helps. But so there you go. Yeah, I think that kind of answers it, right? There's nothing that you need to do or have to do or must do or should do. It's like, what could I do to bring more to the world? And it's share that love in your heart in your own special, unique way. And that helps the collective in just doing that, right? Right. So that's what they have for you. So many blessings. And then Minu, you're up. Hey, dear, what comes towards you in September? All right. Yeah, you got some great transformation. You have some delay and some slowness, But that's what happens with transformation. You can almost look at it like a cocoon instead of a bat hanging upside down. But it's transformation, caterpillar moving to a butterfly. It's time of seeing things from a different perspective, a higher perspective, letting some stuff go that don't serve you anymore, thoughts, beliefs, mindsets, a lot of clarity coming in, and transformation. You're letting a lot of stuff go, which makes room for a lot of new growth and new opportunities to come in too. So, a very transformative month coming in for you. I like it. We have eclipses, we have a lot of energy supporting that too. So, yeah, spending some time to yourself, hermiting and journaling, reflecting would be good for you too, with all that, right? So that's what's coming in for you, right? And then lastly, but not leastly, we've got Alphonse Foussier. Hello, hello. Happy Sunday to you. And you want to know, will Jennifer and you get back together again and being a long term romantic couple? All right, let's take a look here. Well, I feel like we got this before. It's a good reminder for all of us, really. The Ten of Swords, they're not dead. This is letting go of the people pleasing, letting go of all the expectations. That's what kills relationships, is a lot of supposed to be's and should be's and need to be's and have to be's and must be's. And when we have all that, which we're all given growing up, right? We have a lot of rules around things, around everything, really, right? And when it comes to relationships, especially romantic relationships, when we have this long list of everything we're supposed to do, they're supposed to do, the relationship, how it's supposed to work, we focus on how something's not matching up to that. And so we look at the lack of something. And chances are we're communicating that in some way, subtly or not so subtly. And what does that do? No one wants to be caged. We want freedom, we want celebration and gratitude for who we are, not pointing out, "You're not doing this is where you're falling short. You need to try harder," blah, 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 right? We see all that lack, and that sucks the life out of a relationship, the wind out of the sail. It smothers the candle and the flame goes away, right? Um, and so, when we change that to where we focus on what we're grateful for in someone, and it's not about, checking off the boxes going, all right, well, I'm grateful because you did that, you grateful, but you still have all these things I could be grateful for if you did them. No, we're back into expectations, right? It's sincere, trying to keep all expectations gone and just seeing someone for who they are, sincerely appreciating, communicating specifically what you love about someone. Like, you know what I love about you, is that you don't give up on your friends. I know so and so was doing this, trying to push you away, but you wouldn't let them because you're a true friend to them and you saved their life because of that. And I'm just so grateful that that's your heart, and they're like, wow. And if you heard a lot of that, who wouldn't want to be in a relationship with that? But what we're taught is to focus on what's wrong, what we're fearing, blah, blah, blah. When we do that, we just it becomes work, and who wants to work at a relationship? We have so much already going on. We don't want more. And so, if you're able to really focus on that and release that, and you can ask for a second chance, you can show that to them and, um, tell them that you just want to show them that over time. No expectations, no intentions, just I want to I'd like a second chance and show you who I am, who I can be, and I want to, and then do the other consistently for a period of time. Then it'll naturally take care of itself. But they are very big on not wanting to fail and not wanting things pointed out. They already have had a tough time in life where they're just like, I don't need someone trying to control me, trying to tell me who I'm supposed to be, should be, need to be, and telling me how much of a disappointment I am because this is what they're interpreting it as. It's hard for them to do that. So you'd have to do that work first because you want to be able to say sincerely that this is how I'm changing and I want to prove it to you. And but otherwise, I don't feel like they're going to be open to it. They're just like, I don't want to be controlled. Whatever relationships they've had before, even back to childhood, very controlling, and it right, yeah, yeah. They went on the other direction. They're like, no. So hopefully that helps. There, Alphonse. Um, so that's what they have for you. So hang in there. Many blessings to you. And thank you guys so much for your patience in getting to all the readings. Hopefully, I didn't miss anyone. I will be back next Friday. My free readings are Friday and Saturday night, and Saturday and Sunday morning afternoons. Um, Also on Wednesday nights, if you are one of my YouTube members, my monthly members, my Zen Cricket, we have Wednesday nights. My Praying Mantis also has the Wednesday access to the Wednesday nights, but they also have Thursday nights. And then after each of my Friday and Saturday night sessions and Sunday morning sessions, I have an hour with them too. $2.99 a month for the Zen Cricket, $7.99 a month for the Praying Mantis. If you're interested, check those out. I also offer personal readings. All that information is listed in the description box down below. So until I see you guys again, remember every second of every day of your life, you truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you again, much love. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. We'll see you soon.